Hello everyone, welcome back. We're just going to run through some of my favourite features about the Squier Cyclone. I'm not sure how much of it you can see at the bottom there, but if you have not seen these guitars yet, they are sick. They're so good. It looks like it was the least popular of the paranormal series, so clearly it's going to be the one that I like the best. Also going to do a little sound demo in a different video as well, but this one I'm just going to run you through what I really personally like about this guitar. Let's start with what I didn't like, and that was the tuners that did not tune very well to start with. I did actually get to play another one of these and the tuners were fine on that one, just got unlucky with this. The B was like, you could wind the peg and it didn't actually engage the tuner for a while, and then the E was almost as bad, so I replaced this with some Wilkinson Deluxe tuners, mostly because they were half price, which made them cheaper than usual, but also because I do not have a problem with Wilkinson stuff. I'm not a gear snob. I'm not going to put in something ridiculously expensive just for the sake of having a better brand when these do the job. Plus they dropped straight into the holes. I didn't have to pull any of these little thingies out. Can't remember what they're called. But I didn't have to pull those out. I just literally unscrewed the Squier ones that didn't work and I dropped those straight in. It took me maybe 10 minutes because I was in the middle of eating breakfast and having a coffee at the same time. So that's how easy it was to change those. I did it one-handed while I was eating some cereal. Cool. I really like, I don't normally really like, so take note, you can hold this against me later. I actually really like the big headstock on the Cyclone. I hate it on the Strat. I think it looks fucked. So, sorry for bad language. I'm sure I'll beep that out loud. I'll beep that out later. But I think it suits the whole vibe of this guitar, having that slightly bigger headstock. And I think the logo has a lot to do with it as well. I just think that looks cooler than the big 70s style Strat ones, which I don't really like. But then again, I like the bigger headstock on the Jaguar as well, so yeah, maybe I just hate it on the Strat. The neck I am in love with, and I wish it was on all the rest of my Fender guitars. It's really, really small, which is good for my tiny hands. And it is a shorter scale of 24.75 inches, whatever the hell that is in normal people measuring. I don't know, it feels better though. And with these silly factory strings that I kept on, they are super slinky and you can bend a lot. So we'll do a little sound demo, as I said, in another video, but the neck just feels really good for really small hands, and I don't know why Fender doesn't do on their guitars that scale length. I do like the tension though, like I have to admit, I do like the tension of the 25.5 on the Strat, but that just feels so nice. And I've got the Joyo Sonic. Have I played that on... I'm not sure if I've played that on this channel or not. I've got the Joyo Sonic and that's 24, and that just feels a little bit too small when you get up here. It feels like your fingers are all on top of each other like a bunch of bananas. But this neck, if they could put that on more guitars, Fender, Squier, this neck length, this neck width, I don't really care if other people don't like it, but I love it. Also really, really love the pink. And I know it doesn't match my Strat, but this was a charity Strat. Support live music and support Act. If you're in Australia, you should have heard of it. It's a charity for musicians and music employees if accidents, injuries, mental health issues arise. So if you have a spare $5, maybe jump onto Support Act while we're here and help them help your favourite Australian artists, which does actually include me with my band White Tees Only. However, I'm not full-time and I can get that help that I need through my actual employer. Anyway, the pink's fucking dope. It's not the same pink as my Squire FSR Jaguar shell pink. It's the slightest variation, so yeah, I'm not sure. I think I did read somewhere that shell pink always comes up a little bit different depending on where it's done. These are made in China. Actually, I'm pretty sure the FSR Classic Vibe Jag is also in China, but you know, maybe just, I'm sure if you held them all up, every single Squire Cyclone up side by side, that'll vary as well. I guess that's just how paint dries. You can watch paint dry on a different channel. I also really like, and it's probably purely novelty, I really like it on the Jaguar as well. I like this switching system. I got this because I thought to myself, I'm going to make a Strat with this switching system, and then they released this like, they announced it, sorry, the next week or a couple of weeks after I'd decided, and I even started buying some of the wiring, and so I've got, I think I've got a Mustang, was there, it's not there now, pickup, no, pot set, pots, and the orange capacitor, I think, or else it's for the Duosonic. I don't know, I buy a lot of shit that I don't use, and I really need somebody to stop me doing that. But I digress. This is fun. This is actually my favourite setting. It's on the middle pickup, and I think I've said before that I really like the middle pickup, but let's have a little... It is on a cleaner channel. Wow, the wind's going nuts. So we do have a clean channel. That amp is a little bit buzzy, I'm sorry, because it's the tube amp. And we'll just... So with the octaves there, you can hear that the bass is quite pronounced, but then you do get quite a nice mid-range as well. It's not topping out, and they're kind of a weird pickup actually, but let's just swap to my other configuration that I'm going to demo. So we've got the neck and the bridge. Actually, it does this, and I'm not the biggest fan of this. So that grounding issue is a bit of a bummer, bit of a buzzkill, but this is the same. So it takes out a little bit of the bottom end in that, but still really cool. And sorry, I was going to say that I'm running the Keeley compressor, the 4-knob compressor as well. That's all I've got, the reverbs in the amp. So that's what I'm going to show you guys in a little bit more detail in my next video. The pickups I love. I love them. I've seen videos where people have already replaced them. What's this set going to look like in, or sound like in my Cyclone and this one? And like, not dissing those people, but these have been specifically designed for this guitar, and I don't understand how you can just be like, I'm going to put in the same pickups as in so many other Stratocasters to get the Strat sound when it's not a Strat. It's a Cyclone. And I kind of feel like these are different enough that they should be showcased and I guess appreciated for what they are. It doesn't sound like they're an Alnico 5 to me. I don't have the best hearing, as we all know, but I do think that they are quite close to this set. I can't remember if it's an Alnico 2 or 4 that I've got, but I do have a Strat set that is a little bit softer on the high end and a little bit boomier on the bottom, and it's not bad boomy, it just gives you a lot more bottom end, whereas the Alnico 5, as we all know, it's a tight low end and quite a crisp upper. So I feel like whichever pickups they are quite closely matched to that. if you have really good ears, or if you're in the know, because I haven't been able to find it anywhere, let us know in the comments whether you think they are the L2 or the L4 pickups. I can't hear the difference mostly between pickups, and I don't really care. If it's a sound I like, I'm like, yeah, sick. I like that sound. Let's put it in a song. What else is rad about this? The stamped backplate is a very nice touch, actually. I don't have that on any other Squier, do I? No, I think they're all just a plain, not stamped on everything else. Same with, these are dope, whoopsie. Just knock something off. So these are dope. These are the same bent steel saddles, but instead of stamped with Fender, they are stamped with Squier. A little bit hard for that camera to pick it up, but really, really cool. And I think that the Mustang / Jaguar knob configuration, I can't remember, it's on both, isn't it? Because I don't have a Mustang and I don't really ever look them up because I've never wanted one before I got this with the Mustang shape. But I like that knob configuration. I like the top jack as well. I like it more than I think the boat jack for the Stratocaster. Sorry, I'm losing my words because it's super hot and I'm sweaty. And then finally, well, not finally actually, I just thought of something else. We've got the body cut as well, which it's so good. My Joyo Sonic does not have that, and I'm like, why? Why would you do that to us? You could just literally put that body cut on a Joyo Sonic and everyone would be super stoked. And then you've got the arm cut as well, so it just makes it super lightweight. It's one of the lightest guitars that I have, and unlike a lot of my guitars, I can play this one standing up. Doesn't hurt my shoulder too much, and that's really rare for me because look at the size of me, I'm like a child. But the last thing I thought of is the Whammy Bar. It's a weird one. It's quite tight. I don't know if that's a great way to describe it, but it sounds dope as fuck. Probably just need to loosen that off a little bit when I put some 10 to 46 on here, which is my preferred string gauge across pretty much all of my guitars except my hollow body. It does hold tune quite well the majority of the time when you do a deep bend like that, but sometimes, let me just check, this is why the tune is still on here. So sometimes it actually pulls it a little bit sharp. But this time it stayed relatively in tune, but that might also be because the heat. Yeah, I think the heat is actually working in our favour right now because when I got it was still the end of our winter, which is still quite hot for everyone else, and they were pulling sharp somehow when I was doing those really deep bends, and that first bend I did actually was to the bottom before it probably would snap off. So that was just to as far as it can go on the little angly thing here. I'm so technical, I love technical stuff. I know all of the technical terms for everything. Just stay tuned and listen to me talk technical things. Like this little doodah up here. That's dope. I love it. So that's pretty much enough of me just pointing to the guitar, but I just wanted to say all of the things I like about the guitar, and I think there was 2 things that I don't love, but I don't know, that grounding thing can probably be fixed, and the tuners was definitely fixed, so I would give this a 9 out of 10, this guitar. I absolutely adore it. I wasn't sure about it. I fell in love with the actual style and the aesthetic of it, but now that I've been playing it for a month or so, I actually started playing it because I needed a light guitar with my knee, and this one fit the bill really, really nicely, because that's really easy to access here. Unlike my Ibanez, it's got a little bit extra reach because it's the longest scale. And I just actually didn't think that I would like this guitar as much as I do. So I will go away, rehydrate myself, maybe get rid of some of this sweat off me, and come back and do some pickup demos on a relatively clean amp. It does overdrive because of the compression, but that will be posted online I think next week, because I'm just going to program it in, schedule it in. Shh, technology. So we're going to mostly look at the middle pickup, which I find really good for stuff like and because we haven't really showcased it that much in any other video, I'm going to focus quite a lot on the neck and bridge in combination. I'll go through a couple of different styles that I've been using it for, which is kind of like your indie, noisy, punky kind of style. So hopefully you will like that kind of style, and I'll catch you very, very soon. Ciao, ciao.